students. So today you are going to learn the lesson number 11, force and pressure. Already you have learned few points from the same lesson. It is from class 8th. So my dear students, you have learned about the force. Force are due to attraction, exploring forces, effect of force on an object, types of forces. There are the two types of forces, contact force as well as non-contact force. In the contact force, muscular force and force of friction is given, and in non-contact force, magnetic force, electrostatic force and gravitational force is given. This is the contact force with the picture. It is shown here. The force of friction, you can see in the picture. Some definitions, examples are given there. Non-contact force, the example of magnetic force also given here, and electrostatic force as well as gravitational force. In the previous part you learned till the gravitational force. Now today you are going to learn about the pressure. Now what is the pressure? So pressure is nothing but it is the force acting on unit area of the surface. So you have to underline this one. This is the definition of the force. Force is the force acting on unit area of the surface. This is the formula of the pressure. Pressure is equal to force upon area. So you have to by heart this formula because there are some mathematical expressions which are based on this formula. Pressure is equal to force upon area. Now suppose this area, if it is smaller, then the pressure is more, and on that surface for the same force, if the force is same but area is small, then the pressure is more. Here some examples are given. Example 1, it is easier to push a nail into wooden plank by its pointed end than its head because the pressure is more. Now this is the nail, and if you see, this is the flat part of the nail and the downside is this downside nail, this downside end part is the pointed. So when you want to insert a nail in the wall, at that time this pointed part of the nail helps us, and when this pointed part, when we try to insert into wooden plank, then it becomes very easy. But if you do with the opposite side, if you use a flat head and then if you try to push in the wooden plank, it will not go easy, but the pointed end, it will go easier than its head, because on the pointed end, if you see, that area is small, and I told to all of you, if the area is smaller, the pressure is more for the same force. Then again another example is given there. It is easier to cut vegetables with sharp knife than a blunt knife because the pressure is more. If you see here in the picture, the knife picture is shown. So knife has the two end, one is the sharp and one is the blunt end. But with the sharp end, this sharp end we use to cut the vegetables, to cut the fruits, because if we compare the area of the sharp end and area of the blunt end, so in the comparison you will come to know the area of the sharp knife is quite less, and if the area is less, the pressure is more. So with the sharp end, it becomes very easy to cut the vegetables as well as fruits. Now shoulder bags have broad and not thin straps to reduce pressure. If you see, this is the school bag or any bag, you can take your example of school bag also. The school bags straps are quite broad, and when we choose the broad strips, then it becomes quite easy to carry the load. So when there is a broad strips, then the pressure will be less, because we have learned if the area is small, then pressure is more, but if the area is big, then the pressure is less. So here we can increase and decrease the pressure by changing the size of the area. Now pressure exerted by liquids as well as gases. Now we know that gases also exert pressure and liquids also exerts pressure. Now liquid and gases, they exert the pressure on the wall of the container. In which container they are filled? For example, this is one container. All these pictures are of the container, and in the container the liquid is filled. Even you can choose a Bisleri bottle. In the bottle you can fill the water, and you can do this same activity. You can perform the activity. So you will come to know the liquid exert the pressure on the wall of this container. If you see here, there is a small hole where next to the hole there is a small pipe is attached, and to the pipe of the one end of the pipe a balloon or a rubber is attached. So when you fill the water here, this water will start exerting pressure on this wall of the container. Not on this every wall of the container the water will start applying pressure, but if you see here is the gap, so water will pass from the gap, and whatever the material is attached on this material, it will start applying the pressure. So here you can see the change in the size of the rubber sheet or change in the size of the balloon. From this you will come to know liquid exert pressure on the wall of its container. Now liquid exerts sideways pressure, liquid exert equal pressure at the same height. This is the example. Liquid exert equal pressure at the same height. If you see, there are some holes are made on the bottle at the same height. The height of the hole from the bottoms, it is same. So from when the water will get filled in the bottle, at that time the water will start falling from the holes, and this water exert the equal pressure at the same height. Pressure exerted by gases. Here you can see the gases also exert the pressure. Here tube, in the picture the tube is shown, and when you fill air through this pump, it exert the pressure on this wall of the tube. Balloon picture is shown. When you inflate the balloon, at that time the air which is present in the balloon exert the pressure on the wall of the balloon, and the balloon size is get increased. Here also the tube is there. When you feel the air in the tube, then it's that air exert the pressure on the tube, and the size of the tube is get changed. This is also example which can show the pressure exerted by the gases. Atmospheric pressure. Now see here, in the atmosphere we know that air is present around us. Everywhere there is air, and that air also exert the pressure on each and everything. Now the atmospheric pressure means what? So the atmospheric pressure, it is the pressure of air around us. So around us the air is present, so that air exert the pressure, and that pressure is nothing but it is called as atmospheric pressure. Now atmospheric pressure is because of weight of air, because we have learned that air has mass. So this, because of weight of the air, atmospheric pressure is present. The weight of an air column of the height of the atmosphere and area 10 cm by 10 cm is as large as 1000 kg. This is the example of rubber sucker. This is the air column. So what it is given? So the air column is given which is present in the environment, in the atmosphere. Now suppose it is given there, if it is 10 by 10 cm, then how much it would be large? So it would be large that much, near about 1000 kg. Now see here, this picture is a good example of atmospheric pressure. Maybe you have seen in movie also, you have seen in serial, otherwise anywhere you have seen this structure. Rubber sucker, most of the time you are playing with the rubber sucker. There are small guns, some kids are playing with the guns, and in that guns are having this rubber sucker. When you press it on wall, the rubber sucker gets stick to the wall because of atmospheric pressure only. So this is the point of atmospheric pressure, and here the lesson is get finished. Thank you.